Okay, so hello everyone. Uh, Hello everyone. In this session, we are going to learn about loops, and the specialty of the section is towards the end of this 30 minutes, we will have more Python programmers who are becoming confident and becoming better programmer, and starting their journey towards becoming a data science professional. Right? Okay. So people who have joined on YouTube, who are join the stream, you can click on the link in the chat, right? Hi, Bejnath. Hi, Vasu. You can directly join onto the Zoom. You can see that it is there in the chat. Right? You can directly there join into the Zoom. Okay. Great. Okay. So hey, Abhijit. Welcome. Okay. Hello, Vasu sir. Yes. So, like usual, we are going to do our, exercise, and then we are going to start our practice, right? So, people who are joining us on YouTube, do click on the link in the chat, in the YouTube chat, and then join the Zoom link, right? So there you will have better interactivity. Okay, great. So let's get started. People who are familiar with this exercise, just continue along with me. I'll be, going ahead with this technique called Ho'oponopono technique. It is helpful in clearing the negativity and self-doubt. And this has helped many of our members. We have about 1,050 plus members community in our community, right? So Pixeltest envisions to have, around 1 million Web3 and AI engineers, right? So that is the vision of Pixeltest. And thank you for joining us. Okay, so let's begin with the practice. Yeah, so I'll be taking my name and you'll be taking yours. Okay, you're going to talk to your own self. You're going to talk to your beautiful spirit. Okay, you're going to talk to your energy. So put your hands on your heart. Okay, great. You'll be repeating after me. I'm really sorry for not taking care of me. I'm really sorry for not taking care of me. I'm so sorry for disconnecting with you, Sachi. I'm so sorry for disconnecting with you, Sachi. I'm so sorry for leaving you alone, Sachi. I'm so sorry for leaving you alone, Sachi. I am the one who judges you so much. I am the one who criticizes you so much. Please forgive me for underestimating you. Please forgive me for underestimating you. Forgive me for not believing in you, Sachi. Forgive me for not believing in you, Sachi. Thank you. Thank you for letting me have this beautiful experience of life. Thank you. From now on, it does not matter who doesn't love you. It doesn't matter who doesn't appreciate you. Because I promise you, Sachi, from now on, I love you. I am here and I would never let you go again. Okay? So put your hands across your shoulders. Give yourself a warm hug, not a casual one. Give a warm one. Yeah. Now open your eyes by rubbing your hands and putting that energy to your face. Take a deep breath. Right? So, yes. So how is everyone feeling? Just put one word. Yes, Abhijit was ready with the answer. Yes, activate the relaxation mode. Yes, how are you feeling, Abhijit? Just put out one word. Right? I would appreciate if you turn on your cameras. Right? Thank you, Vasu sir, for relaxed. Thank you, Suraj. Right? That's really nice. I hope, Suraj, you got the answer for your negative lists question that you had, like the indexing and slicing. Okay, great. So let's really relax. Thank you so much, Abhijit. Let's get started with our practice. People who have joined us on YouTube, please join by clicking on the link in the chat. Okay, I'm going to put the practice and session outline and notes exercise on the Zoom chat here, and I'm also going to share it on YouTube, right? Great. So today we are going to cover loops. Okay, so we have covered if. So we are going to learn with exercise because we have a very limited time here. Now, if you start with loops, right? Here we'll be doing a little differentiation. So what I'm going to do here is, first I'm going to say count equal to 0. Here there is a variable which we have given a value of 0. Okay. And then if you see, we have given if statement. You are aware about if statement. Now, if says if count is less than 5, print this statement and comma count. Right? If I'm going to run it, it just says hello, I am an if statement and the count is 0. Right? Now, what do we, if we want to do a iterative or a loop, how do we do that? So now this is the limitation with if. But if you want to do it on a iterative basis, like what we have been given, print count 5 times. Like for example, now we are using something called while loops here. Now it is very similar to if, but little more powerful. If you see here in the place of if, we have while here, and we are saying while count is less than 5. Now this is the condition. We are going to say print hello, I am a while, and count is count. So for example, now count was 0. While 0 is less than 5, it will print hello, I am a while, and count is 0. It will print 0. Now we are doing something called an increment. We are doing count plus equal to 1, which is nothing but count equal to count plus 1. So we are changing the count from 0 to 1. So now the while loop will go here, and 1 is less than 5. Then it's going to print hello, I am a while, and the count is 1. And we'll keep on doing it until until the condition is false, right? So this will run. So let me just run it. You can see that the if statement, this ran, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. But you can see that there is only one print statement added here, right? So I would want to just, because people have joined YouTube also. How many of you are from a non-coding background? Type N in the chat box. Hey, nice, Sharon. You do good for a non-coding background person. Yes, Rahul. Yes, Suraj. There are 2 Suraj. That's great. Amazing. So now you see, so we're covering from the basics because we have people, Abhishek. Yes, Abhishek. We want to understand. If you have any queries, I would request you to practice and take a screenshot of this. While you take the screenshot, also do run programs and send it across. Yesterday was an off, so I can understand. So you just go ahead and do the session today and run the programs. Now, what we are going to do is, so how many of you understood the loop concept and how this syntax for while was, right? So if you understood this, type U in the chat box. Right? Yes, thanks, Charan. So, and especially people who are from non-coding background, I would, want to listen from you. What is your experience while you have been coding for the past few days? You can give your experience based upon the, the relaxation technique that we do, or even for in general. Hey, Suraj, you are also from mechanical background. Yeah, good, strong concepts. Yes, thank you so much, Rasa, for saying that you understood this. So, Charan, would you want to say something? How are you feeling for the past few days about the relaxation technique or the coding part of it? Yeah, same goes for Abhishek. If you want to unmute and say something, warehouse. Yes, Martin has joined, but Martin, your mic is still, I think, not connected. So you're watching on YouTube, I guess. That's great. Okay. So I will give you all guys your own time. Just go ahead and unmute and Hi speaking. So we'll go to the second exercise because now that you understood this, now we're going to say print numbers, square of numbers from 1 to 10. So 1 into 1, 1, 2 into 2, 4. So that is what is being asked. So I'm going to put it out here. Do remember to put your code runs. Now, if you see this red mark, just go ahead and remove that. It's an additional space which is not necessary. Okay. Now, what we are doing in here is like earlier there was count. We have num here, num variable, and while the number is less than or equal to 10. Right now, the condition says less than or equal to 10, and print number into number. Right. So, oh, thank you so much, Suraj, for just saving some time of mine. Sorry for not sharing the screen. Okay. Right. Sharon, you also mentioned that. My bad. Okay. So yeah. So now if you go for the second exercise, they're asking us to print from 1 to 10 the squares of each number, right? 1 square, 2 square, right? We're going to do that. Now we're doing the same loop, but instead of num count, we have num, and the condition is, and while number is less than or equal to 10, print number into number, and we are going to increment number by 1 each time, right? So when you run this, now instead of having multiple print statements, you with the use of loop, and you have run, this is the body of the loop. In the body, you have given the statement. Now you're asking the program to go ahead and print the squares 1, 4, 9, 16 till 100. So that got printed, right? So the idea was to give you how this loops run, right? How many of you have understood this? Type U in the chat, right? If you're not understood, type N. Thanks, Abhijit. Thanks, Suraj. Okay, so that's how it runs, and I would, encourage you to go ahead and practice by yourself to understand it better, right? And put your questions, if any, on the WhatsApp group, right? People who are watching on YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, elsewhere, you can see that the link to the WhatsApp chat is in the description. And if at all, just check the group is filling fast. If at all you are not able to join, if you're able to join or not, please click on the link and just check the WhatsApp group, right? So now there is another kind of loop which you might have heard, which is the for loop, right? So to simplify further, we have another loop which is for. So basically, in programming or coding, it is said and believe that in less number of code, if you do something, it is more efficient, right? So now while loop has this counting, incrementing and everything, but for loop makes it even more easier. So now we are going to do for loops with list and for loop with a range. Okay. Now what we are doing is there is a list we have learned yesterday. Now, for example, I removed the lists for you to understand. Now, if you see here, the list is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've printed that particular list. This is a list of numbers. Now, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to say same squared numbers are for num. Now, here num is where we are, this is called the initialization, where we are creating that particular variable. Like in while, there was a count, right? So this is going to create and iterate, right? So this is going to be saving each number. Now what happens is for number in numbers. So what is numbers? Numbers is a list, and it has 5 items in it, right? So for first would be, it will take the first one. For 1 in numbers, print what is number is, it is 1, right? So it will print 1 into 1. So now what, after that, you don't have to increment number equal to number plus 1. The for loop will automatically go back and go for the second item in that particular list. Now the number is 2. Now number becomes 2. 2 into 2 will get printed, right? So with just 2 lines, you're able to simplify the whole of the program, right? So I'm just going to run it. Okay, so remember to have a parentheses. Okay, now this was the list, and the squared numbers are 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, right? So now if you see the while, we had to increment it, right? Now you don't have to increment, right? So that is one beautiful thing. So how many of you understood for loop with a list, right? If you understood, type U in the chat box. Yes, Suraj said you. That's nice. Thanks, Abhijit. Yeah. So let's just check with our friends on YouTube.
Can I just clarify?
Yes, please. Angel, yeah.
For defining num, that one line for num in numbers is sufficient because it is defining also, and it is kind of giving a further impetus to the operative print num into num.
Correct. So basically, that's the beauty of it, sir. So here in the single statement, the initialization of the variable is happening. You are not saying anywhere number equal to 0 or something. It is initializing and it is starting to take it from that particular list, right? So here you could even have a range, you can have a list, you can even have a string also, right? So it will take the first character of that string and end till the string ends, right? So it will auto increment and auto initialize, right? So thanks for the question. Yeah, it's a good one, right? So thanks for coming and speaking up, Vasu. So now what we are going to do is even let us simplify further. Now we have this third statement numbers. How do we remove that? Can we simplify it further? Now for loops gives you that option with the range. And what you're going to do is, I'm just going to take the same, we're using the same example because you'll understand the difference better because you'll have something to compare, right? Now you're going to say print squared numbers are for num in a range 1 to 6. Now 6, if you remember, like we did in slicing yesterday, this will exclude the 6 and it will take from 1 to 5. So range from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 will, it is like 6 minus 1, right? Suraj would say that, right? N minus 1. Okay. So this is how this will run. Now you don't have to create a, what you call a list, right? Yes, sir.
0 to 6 because it starts with 0.
Sir, your voice did not reach me.
I'm saying, should it not be 0 to 6? Because the first digit is always 0, no?
Yeah, no. So basically how this works is, this is the number of iterations, right? So basically now if you put 0, it will be starting from 0, right? 0 into 0, right? So it is not the sequence or index of that particular list, but range is like a collection which is going to, instead of having something like this, numbers from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we are simplifying this by writing range. Now range, what it will do, if you want to 2 to 6 also it will do, right? So let us first do from 1 to 6 and then we'll go for, it from whatever number we begin, it will start from there and it will go till the end, right? So I'm going to run it. Now you can see that from 1 till 5 it went and printed. Now with less number of lines we are able to print. Now you're coming to your question, sir. What is it? Should it not be 0? Here it is not the the index or the position of that particular item. Here it is the beginning. Like for example, if I say 2 to 11, so it will start from 2 and go till 10, right? So you could see that started from 2 power 2 and it went to 10 power 10, right? So it is not the position but the value, right? So this is especially useful for numbers, and range will become helpful like that, right? So I think Charan, you had the same doubt, so I guess that clarifies. And Matin says, do we have for each loop in Python? I think Matin, I did not get your question. Maybe you could unmute and ask that. Okay, so people who understand,
it's like we'll have for each loop in Java and JavaScript.
Correct.
So that is what I'm asking, sir.
Yes. So
we have it in Python also.
No. So basically, this is a very simple. Now Python is simpler over many other languages. You compare it with Java or JavaScript also. Now here in this statement, you do not have to separately do it for each loop or increment or this thing. So in here directly, in the single statement, you're saying this is the number, and first it gets, it will take the first index. So this is the start of it, and this is the end. Just it is pointing end -1, right? So I hope that answers your query, Matin.
Yes, sir. I got it, sir.
Yeah. So even we have the WhatsApp group. You can put it up there. So I guess how many of you understood this particular statement? I know for books could be a little confusing, but you could see the power of it, right? You don't have to write multiple if statements. You can just do it with lesser number of lines, right? So there are a lot of things that could be done with loops, a lot of advanced things that could be done with loops. But now, because now we are keeping it simple for now, and taking the time, interest of time, we're going to continue with that, right? So how many of understood the concept of looping and while loop and for loop and the differences of this, right? Martin says you. Vasu sir, Suraj, Charan, Chaitali, thank you so much. Right, so that's great. Okay, so that will conclude the loops for this particular session here. Okay, and because we are on the day 5, really nice to see most of the people starting from the day 1. Suraj says only 2 days only left. Yeah. Okay, so we are also excited, Suraj, right, for the day 7 for the graduation day. So we'll be giving out certification to people who have come all throughout, and we are excited to also let you know about our AI bronze program also, because now if you have built the confidence of being able to program, you can also take the next step. It's not like some blue ocean where you don't know what it is, right? So it is something, if you give it time, you'll get the results. So wherever you give it time, you'll get the results. So, so with that hope, I wish to see you all on the 7th day also. But tomorrow, what we are going to do is we are going to revise a few of the concepts back again, because whatever we have covered, these are like the essentials of Python. Most of it runs within these, right? So we are going to revise most of it, and so be there for tomorrow also, and for the day 7 as well. Okay, so how many of you are excited for the day 7 graduation? Right? Type E in the chat box. Yes, obviously I'm excited, sister. And E, Chaitali, Suraj, Avijit. Yes, we all are. Even our team, everyone is there. Many people on YouTube also, right? So even these people who are watching these sessions post the time also, we're all excited, right? So yeah, we'll explain all of that, Suraj, on day 7, right? Great. So I guess thank you so much, Chaitali, for being there on cam. Thank you so much. Right? Anybody else who wants to join us, we'll be doing our exercise and concluding the session. Do go ahead and do the practice and also put it on the group. Okay. Yes. So Chaitali, would you like to share your experience? How was it? At least if the relaxation part or the code part of it.
Yes, actually, it is really nice to join this group, because I'm lacking in practice, because I don't understand how to practice daily on Python. I have done course in Python, but was lacking in just practice.
That's really nice, and I could see that you were giving suggestions to people who were beginning, right? So in the group you are talking about indentation. Many people, I personally messaged to most of the people, and they have said that the help from the members, especially people, you and Charan also helps. Abhijit, Abhishek, I've seen most of the people help each other. So I really like that, right? So this is the community portion. Even for our AI, even for Pixeltests, we have a community where people help each other. Not just in the basics. Now we are in the basic, even if it's a complex topic also, we have a community that helps each other in the same way, right? So that's some beautiful thing that we are proud about, right? So we'll talk more about that on our 7th day. So we'll conclude with the session. How do you feel about the relaxing technique that we do? Yeah. So what do you feel about the, relaxing technique that we do? Like, these 4 statements that we do.
It is also nice because it gives relaxation to our mind. To keep-
Correct.
Yeah.
So another important thing is it's also clears, because when we say the mind believes, what we tell it, many times, right? So that is why advertisements also, right? They'll keep on, doing that, right? So they'll keep telling that and we start believing it. But here we are telling something good, right, to ourselves, right? So
Yeah.
that's nice. Okay. So let's go ahead and do our practice. Thank you so much, Atali. That means a lot
Thank
for
you,
us.
sir.
Okay, so let's do our final session. This is called the career ho open up now. So we're talking to our career and taking responsibility for it. Okay, so let's begin. Yeah, put your hand on your heart. You can all be on mute, right? But do say it out loud. Okay, so that really helps. Okay, let's begin. So relax your forehead, relax your eyes, relax your cheeks, relax your shoulders, relax your back, relax your feet. Okay, put your hand on your heart and repeat after me. I'm responsible for myself and my career. I'm responsible for myself and my career. I'm really sorry for not taking care of you, my dear career. I'm really sorry for not taking care of you, my dear career. I'm really sorry, and please forgive me, my dear career, for not taking care of you. Please forgive me, my dear career, for not taking care of you, for putting so much stress on you. Please forgive me, my dear career, for not giving you enough time and practice. Thank you, dear career, in spite of all the situations, for fulfilling my needs and all your duties. Thank you so much. I know that I have not told you many times, my dear career, I love you in your current situation and in any situation. So rub your hands and put that energy to your face. Take a deep breath. Okay, so before we go, how give one line, one word. Where can we get those lines? Yes. So let me also share that. Right. So make it a habit. Thank you so much, Charan. Thank you, Suraj. Right. So how are you feeling? Give me just one word. How are you experiencing? What is your experience right now? Amazing, nice, relaxed, chill, good. Parmita, nice to see you. Super. It's amazing, very nice. Okay, so that's okay. We'll work on that. Right. So that's great. So now what we are going to do, we all know we are going to body feeling loosened. Okay, nice, Abhijit. So what we're going to do now, we are going to practice, take screenshots of it, put it on the group, and put your errors, more importantly, even if you're not putting your runs, because that will also be learning for others, right? So also help each other if you are able to clarify it, put it on and help others also, right? So we are a very small group of people. I hope to see more of you people on cam, at least for next day, tomorrow, and day after. Right. See you guys. Thank you so much and have a very good evening. Take care. Bye. Thank you so much, Abhishek. Thank you, Abhishek.